Okay, right. We're on. It's the 26th of September, and that means it's Castlevania's birthday. Good stuff. Sorry about that. Terrible. That's what I get for not running with audio at the start. Awful. Awful. Amateur shit. Yeah, I had no idea it was Castlevania's birthday today. That's awesome. Just started like piling up on Twitter, so yeah, it's great. Because tomorrow's the birthday of this game. Coincidentally, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even get it a present. Right, so let's run the original. So now, when we want to restart, all works. It's great. No crashes either from clicking off and on the window. Like, I'm really annoyed. I let the audio run over there. So amateur. Never mind. So this all works fine. And the bugs that came from it have all gone as well, so that's cool. I should probably post a link to this on IRC. That opening. How annoying. But yeah, reset straight to menu. And if I click off and on again, no bug. It all works. And this stuff's... There was actually something... Did that change the volume? Oh hey Albus. Ah. I feel like maybe the volume changed once I came back from the game. I'll try it again. Might have been my imagination. No, it was my imagination. That's fine. Right. So yeah, that's all pretty good. So next thing actually, it's on my list. It isn't achievement notifications. Because I wasn't. This is actually my list for stuff that I was going to be doing on tomorrow, but I thought there's some Castlevania stuff in the on the Twitters, so I may as well jump on board. I was actually thinking of playing one, like streaming some like gameplay of one, but I can't really think which one I would actually play. Like that I could stream. I've got the PC version of the latest one. You know, the 3D Kojima produced one. But it's not really. I don't really like that. Rondo of Blood's probably the one I would like to play, but it's on the Vita, and piping the Vita into my computer is not that easy to do. So yeah, I'll just develop my own game. That's very, very similar. So one of the things I was going to be doing today, or tomorrow I guess, no, this is stuff that I was planning on doing tonight off stream. So this one is playing this level and seeing if the candles are going to be spawning inside rocks, or the rocks are going to be spawning over the edge of platforms. Two bugs that I want to try and nail now. And obviously looking for any other bugs as well. Haven't actually been any rocks so far at all, so that's worrying. Like, nom. very odd. Not a single rock? I do not like this at all. That's an even bigger bug if they're not spawning at all. What the hell? There's one. It was on the edge. Wow, okay. I've got to do something about that frequency. Especially because this seems to be kind of easy. I mean, I'm quite good at the game, but still, I'm not really feeling too challenged. Okay, my accuracy isn't 100%, but... The start of this stream just reminded me of that, what's his name? The Chocolate Rain guy. He did a Team Fortress stream once where he was just talking over himself for the whole stream, and it was just... okay, I did die eventually. One rock in all that time, that's like a massive score as well. Yeah, he was talking over himself, and it just kept layering, and it just got this insane sound. And his dopey face looking at the camera. It was amazing. Okay, cool. Have a good sleep. I'm just going to be fixing bugs. Which at the moment seems to be that rocks basically never spawn. And there's one that's spawning over the edge. Alright. That's enough for me to work from, I think. They're never spawning, when they do they're over the edge, or on the edge. So... that will all be in game code. I do really want to find that video now. What's his name? Tayzonde, that's it. It's excellent. This is basically what I just did. Oh, come on, load. His dopey face.
And we are live here tonight on Tayzonde Games, January 30th, 2015. And we're going to try playing a little bit of multiplayer, playing some TF2. What are we doing now? Why don't we show some servers? That's what we're going to do. Actually, I'm just going to go to the server browser here. 30th,
there we go.
And we're going to try playing. Hold on, I have not muted my audio. Playing some TF2.
I love it.
So I don't hear the stream. There we go. That actually, I'm just going to go to the server browser. 30th. Let me go. Look at my chat. We're going to try playing. Hold on, I have not muted.
And it just keeps layering in. It's just this insane sound. And his dopey face. I love it. Anyway, I can't laugh too much. Yeah, thanks. Right, okay, so yeah, after laughing at someone else for making the same mistake I just made, time to actually get some work done. Right. So level 5, I'm choosing to spawn fire, grass and rock, which is fine. The frequency seemed okay there. Let's remove all the bookmarks, so I don't need them anymore. Could probably do with one on here though. And jump down to the next one. Yeah, I don't need one on there anymore, but I need one on the level 5 one, wherever that is. Here. I'd like to play some like Castlevania music because that's what I'd usually do while I was working now, like it. But I don't want to get YouTube strikes or anything like that. So I don't monetize any of this stuff, but I'd prefer not to. I don't know, place other ad. I prefer not to ever put ads on any of my stuff, and if another company forces me to, that's not cool, man. Right, so if the ingredient type is rock, it can spawn on normal or large. Every 1 or 3? I think maybe like 5. I'm pretty sure that means it'll check every 5. Or at least if it's 5, 10, 12. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Try it anyway. Now the game speed's got to be above 140, the block type's got to be normal or wide, or large rather. And the chance of it being normal, so it's small, normal, normal, large, small, normal, normal. So it's generally normal ones then. So width is 160, then 90. One sec. Okay. Right. So what are we saying? So the width is 160 as a minimum. The object itself is what's that? 32. Need at least we've got 64 either side, so you're looking at 100 and maybe not 64 either side. Maybe 128 is fine. Yeah, maybe I should probably up the base of the medium slightly. 120. And this lovely sum that I have to look at every so often. Right. So get the X value of the level 5 platform. Add the width of the rock. What was that, 32? Divided by 2. I'm just gonna. I found referencing it is just not helpful, so I'm just gonna dump in that number there. Plus 16 plus. Why the rock times 2.5? That worries me. Let's just say that's 32 then. I know that number though, that's the That's why this doesn't work. And that's 16 as well. I could just put in a number there, but do I actually want to? I'm going to leave it there because there might be a reason that I've set it like that. Then minus what, 32? So, I might need to draw this or something, but... Yeah, where's my pen? So it's getting the x value, which is the far left of the object, adding 16, which means it places the object halfway through, I think. Depends where the origin is of the object. It's in the center, so that places it so that it's at the hard edge of the rock, of the platform. That's wrong. Okay, so it sets at the far left, and then it adds itself, so it gives you a gap, and then times by itself again, so 72. So it moves it over 16, so it's on the hard edge. And then it moves it over 72. And that's the low end of where it can be. That doesn't seem right. I feel like it should be just halfway wherever the platform is, divided by 2. So it's like you've got some space when you crash into it. I'm just going to do that. I don't know. Plus 16. I mean, I understand why there's the plus 16 there, so the low end. I feel like if I just do the width divided by 2, then add 16, and then that's basically your 1/2. That's the halfway point, and then you get the x. Oh wait, actually I think I needed that x value there because I need to actually place it in the right place. Or do I? So set the position. Sorry. Headphone was caught, and it got caught again. That's really annoying. Does this have a clip? No. Why have I done it this way? I'm just going to cancel that, just in case there's something I actually needed from there. And I'm going to find out how I did it on level 4, because I think I fixed problems on that. Right, so I'm going to set up exactly how I do it on level 4. Because, like I said, I think I fixed it on here. I don't know what the 24 was for. I think that might be the halfway point. So let's try that. I'm sure I'll be fine. Until we have an equality street. Nom. So I'm thinking, sorry, I just had to mute that because Toffee was chewing. What I'm thinking is maybe I'm just deleting too many rocks because they're overlapping candles, and maybe I should do it the other way around. Oh, but I am. Huh. Maybe it was just a bad run? Maybe? That seems kind of unlikely, but I'll try it. Pretty tired today. Don't know how long I'll be doing this for. I just wanted to kind of jump on for a bit. Explain myself as to my tasks being completed early. So Jack's a little offset on that level preview. Alright, looking out for rocks. I think I'm over 140, that's when they should start spawning. It's gotta be normal, so yeah. They're primed to be spawning now. So I've had a fire and a grass instead. There's one. There's no way I could have got to stop that one. So I think I need to add. I need to start at the midpoint. I thought I was in the script. I thought that's what that was for. And he did seem awfully low on that. Just need to make sure I haven't changed something. What was that? -1.5. Let's make sure that's not different. I think it might be. Pixel. Oh dear. That's all offset by 1. Which way around is it? It was showing an extra pixel, wasn't it? Oh, that's easy enough to fix. I'll just copy the previous row of pixels. No one will know. What? Let me... Fuck you, line tool. Is that right? No. No, it's not right. Wait, now I'm confused. I see. Right. Is that right? Yes. Yes, it is. Excellent, right. No one will ever know. And I was going to check the code, wasn't I, for level 5 rock, which is bookmarked. Right. So we create it. So we take the X value of the platform. Oh, this is just setting a single position. No wonder it's not doing anything. Where's that smell of egg? So let's take X platform divided by... So that's basically taking the left side. Takes the X, adds platform's width divided by 2 minus 16. No, that's right. Yeah, I don't need the minus 16. I guess I just, for the last part, just need to find more. So I get the full width. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that just basically means it'll spawn anywhere from the midpoint to the end point, and that's kind of what I want. Oh, random. Right, let's try that. Yeah, so currently on my list, that's all I've got, actually. I had some note from something I said at the end of my stream yesterday, but I haven't watched it again, so I don't know what it was. It was, I made a note, restart presentation expansion question mark. That doesn't mean anything to me. I was pretty tired, I guess. Oh yeah, I was testing to see if that had fixed it. It has! Right, looking for rocks. I really hate these headphones. Because they're in here, you just hear the whatever's touching the cable, you just hear it like right on your eardrum. It's horrible. Okay. Come on, rocks. Kinda think I should charge my Vita and play some Rondo of Blood. Like later on, I mean. Still no rocks. This is not awesome. There's some calculation I've done wrong. I'm gonna make it spawn them over the top. Just make them spawn them every single platform. Yeah, and try and work out what I've done wrong. This should spawn them every time now, basically. Menu click bug, what's that? Oh yeah, I know what that is. That's also this task list I'll do tomorrow. Right, so normal platforms after 140 should always have rocks on. I can't remember when 140 is. It might be 250, I think, meters. Yeah. Should be rocks every time now. Or the opportunities have rocks every time. A lot of other ingredients, just the rocks into the current rare for some reason. It might be my imagination, plus I'm always looking out for it, so that could be the reason. By the way, this doesn't seem to be balanced that badly. That was a bit harsh. Well, I know that doing this. Wait. Doing this will fix the over the edge thing, so it's always going to knock it over like halfway. Let me just quickly check Slack. Kill Steam a second. I think I fixed that issue. I really need to find out what this percentage thing's about, though. I feel like I thought it was the number of platforms, which is what that number's testing for, is divisible a factor of 5. I can't remember the maths term for it. Yeah, this is not getting archived. Today is not getting archived. Awful business. Business? What am I saying? Yeah, fuck today. Shit day overall. Hello comics, hello there. Ignore my complaining. Right. Let's test this again. It has been a shit day. I'm not gonna hide it. Right. This isn't even the right level. What am I doing? Thanks for following, by the way. Sorry, you've come on a bad day. Awful. I'm just, yeah. Oh, in fact, I can use my amazing new back to menu button. Did that just shake the screen? That's weird. I shouldn't have done that. Right, we're looking out for rocks now. I'm making sure they don't. Oh, hi. Oh, thanks for watching. That's awesome. I'm glad someone watches them. Hopefully you get something out of it. So that rock was in the right place. This frequency's okay, so that was a little harsh, but yeah, bit of grass there, that's good. Slow down, get candles. Yeah, this is balanced okay. Rock on the edge, good. Yeah, made way through there. Bit of fire, that's good. This is going well. Yeah. Rock frequency's quite high on this level. Really wish I made a tree stump. It's a bit late to do the art for it now, but this could be balanced. I could scrub this task off my list now. Feeling good about it. I'll just try and get to full speed and see how the fairness of the rocks is like, because if they're spawning like frequently when you're going fast, then it's not going to be possible to avoid them. Like some of those are. I'm quite tired, so my reactions are a bit off as well, so I can use that as kind of a test for other difficulties or other skill levels. Okay, this is feeling pretty cool. This feels bit challenging, you know, having to stay aware. This is good. It's making me cross-eyed, as this game often does. Ugh, fuck, that was close. Whoa, that was well harsh. Yeah, I'm making as simple a game as I can really work on, and just polishing the hell out of it. I'm trying to get as much depth out of a really small mechanic as well. Like, the one thing that I've been trying to focus on is get a kind of, I guess, deep loop. I don't know if that's really the term I should use, but there's a loop that doesn't start in the game until you get to a certain speed, and that's basically where the game's like self-balance comes in. So it's kind of player determined balance. So basically you get to a certain speed and you enter like the end threshold of that speed, and you can maintain it by going through patches of grass and then hitting a fire again to get back up, and then go through the patch of grass to maintain control. I should really find a better way of describing that, but basically you hit a double grass, then I think around 10 platforms later there's a 50-50 chance that you'll get a single grass, and if you hit that single grass you will go back down to the midpoint, kind of the mid threshold of speed. Oh, those rocks are quite frequent now. Wow. Yeah, and so that's kind of like a sweet spot to stay in, because you can basically play forever at that point. So you want to keep, every time you accidentally go a little bit too fast, like you go through a fire or there haven't been any grass patches for a while, then basically, yeah, you will you'll just be able to play forever at that point. Yeah, it's cool. It's simple, but yeah, I get the odd person who comes in and says like, "Why are you making a shitty infinite runner or something?" And it's a game that's achievable in the amount of time that I can allocate to making games, and I can spend time polishing it and making it something I'm kind of proud of. So, not kind of proud of, I am proud of it. So yeah, quite happy with a lot of it. I'm just trying to get the balance right, because one thing I don't want is I don't want there to be a point where it's too easy and you have to look away for like a second, and you'd have to think about it. And I don't want it to be too hard where like you're hoping that the random number generator gives you a good roll. Platform wise, currently just iOS, but I am very much thinking about going on Steam as well. I'm a little bit scared about doing that, but I think I will. There was a point when I was going to go for Wii U as well, but I need to look a bit more into that. There's a few more issues I've got to look into. Like with Steam, I've basically just got to think about the interface in regards to different input methods, like if you want to use a controller or a keyboard, not just mouse, because obviously mouse works fine, so just touchscreen. But if you want to use a controller or a keyboard, there's a bit more work to be done. But that's all really on Steam, whereas Wii U there's a lot more things to think about. Like the fact that I would have to support controller, and there's the whole multi-screen thing. Like obviously I'd just do the thing where you take the screen away, like, you know, that side of things. But yeah. Basically, this is all ready for PC. I mean, obviously, I take out the Game Center button, and I think you can store scores on Steam. Maybe I think they've got some kind of thing for that. I'd probably have something there instead of the Game Center functionality. But yeah, I feel like it's close enough to release it on Steam. I think my trailer would have to be quite good to get past the cynical masses. You know, all of the downvotes on Greenlight for like, your game's a shitty mobile game, fuck off Steam. Which I feel is going to happen. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could make that my goal. If the new update of this game, when I put it out on iOS, if this update sells enough to cover the cost of Steam Greenlight, I'll do it. There. But that's so if I sell, I guess, I think 100 copies. Yeah, I think it's 100 copies I have to sell. So if I sell 100 copies of this version on iOS, I will put it on Steam. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Because I'm going to be making a trailer anyway. I'm going to be making a website for the update. Most of this is all for archival purposes, like so that I can kind of look back at, once I've worked on other games, like I can look back at this one and go, yeah, I was proud of this, and this is kind of the reference material I've got for like future games. Like I can make a website like this, or a trailer like this, and so on. Kind of like my indie portfolio, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. I'll have the assets anyway, so I can make a Greenlight campaign, I guess. This is pretty much done. I mean, there's a few things that I don't like, but I'm trying to fix them bit by bit. Sort order bothers me a little bit there, but it's fine. Well, when it comes to gamepad stuff, this screen, for instance, that I've got up now, so ignore that because that won't be there. But like the home button and the play button, I'll have to change them to, like, if it was a controller, I'd have like that as Y and that as A or something. But I need to kind of detect that stuff to change the icons and stuff. If this was just on a keyboard, does that say space and that say Z? Or do I add some kind of cursor system in, like where you move left and right? Like, that's the kind of stuff, like the cursor system, that kind of scares me because that's quite a lot of work. And this menu, for instance, like, if I just change this to just keyboard or just controller, how do I interact with this screen? Like, there's no sense of a cursor. There's no, like, how do I go between the levels and the buttons? Like, cause that could be the Y button and that could be the B button or something. So when I press that, like, even this, like, is this just left and right at this point? Like, all of these problems kind of stack up and they become an interface nightmare. Like, because then I'd have to like say, okay, so when you start this screen, if you've got a controller plugged in, you're already started on a level. So yeah, this level's already selected, and then when I press left or right, it just cycles through them. But I have no sort of sense of what that is. Like, this is level. I know this is level 1, and this is level 2. I could arrange it in a stack, so press left and right. Like, like that kind of thing is just ugh, scares me because it could be a bigger task than I think. And yeah, like I could have it so that if you're moving this like cursor around on a D-pad, and I could do the whole like your left, like your arrow keys move a finger around the screen kind of thing. That's another way I could do it. I mean, in some ways it's kind of cute to do that because it's kind of similar to the way that it used to be. Like, what game was it? I was thinking Jurassic Park on the SNES maybe had something like that on the map. I think you could press something and maybe you could make shapes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think there's a very high chance I'll put it on PC. That's not me thinking that the iOS version will be successful, or well, it won't be successful. I mean, not me thinking it's going to sell 100 units, which is what I said I'd do. I might just do it anyway, but I mean, if I sold 100, I would definitely do it. Right, that covers me. I love this level. I really wish there was more to the game though. Like I want to kind of explore it, you know, I want there to be enemies and things, but maybe next time. Wow, that got a bit crazy. I should probably do some gifts at this level, like some new ones. Wow, loads of platforms with absolutely nothing happening. Why? That's weird. No fireballs either. That's strange. Must be going too fast. But yeah, stuff like this, like, I mean, if I was going to do a controller-based version, I would have it so that instead of this play button, it would have A or B or square or X, whatever. Like, that wouldn't actually be that difficult. I would just have a check whenever I whenever I was going to show any given animation, I would just do a second check first. Yeah, that is Moon Man from the game Moon Man. It was a cameo that was added as part of the Kickstarter for Moon Man. It is him himself. Jolly, scary looking dude that he is. Yeah, I was going to check this level as well, and at this point I wasn't meant to be streaming today, so I can mess about. And I'm pretty sure I won't be archiving this on. Maybe I will, I don't know. Just looking out to see if there's any crates that kind of hang over the edge or get stuck inside candles. Keep missing all these whips. Where do I live? Got a 1 minute delay. Pretty good internet. Oh shit. In Manchester? Well, Wilmslow, just outside of Manchester. How do you know you got a 1 minute delay? Is it me responding like late or something? Like, I'm not sure. I don't know how people work that out. Am I being stupid? That level seems fine. I've got a feeling that most of the level stuff's all sorted now. I just need to kind of tighten up some of the random elements, I think. Like, make them a little less random. I might have a delay on my stream, like, already or something. Like, I know when I start streaming, I'm usually talking to the camera for a second before it actually starts, like, recording, so I think that might be part of it, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine. I don't think my internet's very good, I don't know. That weighs into anything. I share it with 2 other people, so. Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking Slack again. Got a friend who's meant to have gotten a Wii U today, and I want to play Mario Maker with him. So, well, send levels back and forth, I guess. Also, checking Pokemon Go right now, so that's a thing. I think I streamed Pokemon Go at one point. Pretty pointless in your bedroom. Oh, you're in Madrid, okay. Ah, right. Well, yeah, I think I've got a slight delay on my stream anyway. I don't know why. I think, like, the default settings were suggested doing that. I don't know. I don't know the first thing about any of this stuff. Too technical for me. Yeah, I just need to send a message and I can carry on testing the levels. But I'm quite happy with the rocks on that, on not the Citadel, on Green Grove. I'm quite happy with them now. How do I use phones again? Right. Okay. Right, just watching out for like... Ah, okay. Yeah, my friend's got his Wii U now. Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna have to plug mine in. I don't know where the cables are actually. It's literally here. I don't know where the cables are. I guess they'll be around somewhere. And I might even stream some of my level stuff in Mario Maker or something. Could be quite fun. It just sucks that Nintendo want to throw ads on everything. I don't want to have ads on my YouTube channel, it annoys me. I mean, this is going to sound bad, but I use ad blocker all the time. Oops. Yeah, I could lower my yeah, I could lower the stream quality a little. The main thing is I just want to make sure that it's 60 frames per second. So I could keep 60 frames and then just lower the bitrate and it should be fine. It's basically as long as construct's still readable, I don't mind. I think right now it's probably a lot higher quality than it needs to be, especially because my internet isn't quite good enough. Because I'm outputting it. Well, I'm outputting at 1440p and then downscaling to 1080p. Shit. And yeah, I don't know if I've actually got the spec for that. Yeah, so I'm going to scrub that off my list now. I think that's good. I'm quite happy with that. So now I'm down to tomorrow. I plan to do achievement notifications, do the bases for level 4. So that's shit. Basically, what's level 4 here? So basically, the bottom of these I want to be kind of sunk into the lava. So basically, there'll be like an extra line that runs along the bottom, so it looks like they're not quite. Looks like they're kind of underneath it, and the lava in the background's like on a slightly different parallax. Yeah, so that's something I want to do tomorrow. That already sounds like a fairly big job, and maybe it'll just take a night in itself. But I've still got more listed for tomorrow. The other one is I've made some little effects that come off the lava. I was thinking of adding those back in. One of them is having a little squish effect during the intro when I jump, and fixing a bug in the main menu. So that's quite a lot of stuff. I'm gonna do the squish thing now, I think. Right, back. Okay, yeah, something went wrong. Weird. Yeah. I think Heli Comics are gone, so yeah. Right. So what was I in the middle of? I should really save this. Yeah, I was working out what I was going to be doing tomorrow, because achievement notifications, menu click bug, intro polish, level 4 tasks. Yeah, I am. Sorry, yeah, I had to go fix something or find something. But yeah. Back. Intro yeah, I'm going to do this intro thing. So at the moment, if I can find the intro here. No, that's not the intro. Where's the intro? At the moment, for some, and this is so minor, I shouldn't even be thinking about it, but I'm doing it anyway. The frame rate just took a hit then. Yeah, I accidentally I didn't mute my camera. I hit the kill chat button. Yeah, I might be back on. Yeah, cool. Come back anytime. Enjoy the shower. So when you hit the ground here, he does a little squish. So it's like kind of like, what's the camera there? So he sort of like goes when he hits the ground. But when he does it after attacking, he just sort of twists. And yeah, I need to work out why that's happening. I should not be thinking about this. It's so minor, but I just can't let polish go. I can't do it. Don't have it in me. Right. Boo intro loader poem. Which one is it? Intro. So it's when he plays his little happy waving animation. I need to make sure it does a little squish at the start of it. Which is here. I think it could just be as simple as this. Let's try it. Why didn't that work? That might work. Or maybe I just need to make the squish for longer at that point because it's a lot more obvious. Maybe. I've just noticed my camera's really lagging out. Seems to be fine now. Yeah. Okay. Weird. Could be the game that's doing it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lower my bit rate for future streams. It doesn't need to, like. Let me just check Twitch now. I could lose some quality on this. This is quite high. Yeah, it doesn't need to be this high. I didn't even look at what I was doing then. Today has been terrible. It's fine. It's fine. I'm in a good mood now. So, yeah. Gonna be playing my Wii. Charge my Vita and play some Rondo of Blood. One of the best of the Castlevanias. Probably my favourite. Like I said, if I ever make this game into like a linear platform style game, it will be my Rondo of Blood. Like that's the format that I'll follow. Just this little crouch. There you go. Done. That was well worth it. Scrub that off the list. Not doing that tomorrow. Right. Now, how cocky am I feeling? Could I maybe... Alright, so the next bug I've got to fix. I might upload this archive. It's been an interesting mess. Laughing at Taison Day and... Oh, I've done this again! Giving away my secrets! Right, so... Let's just close that again. One of the problems I've got is... If you click a level and click next, it breaks the achievement button. Which doesn't make much sense actually. So you click a level and it basically plays the start animation for this button and this button. Why that happens, like if I click that, I don't understand why that won't work. I'm going to try and fix it now. I don't think it'll be that hard to do. That's what I tend to say with almost every bug I come against, and yeah, it's always more difficult than I think. Right, so I'm gonna. This bug is going to be powered by the Coconut Eclair from Quality Street. Pretty good. It's coconut though, it's going to be stuck at the back of my throat. Yep, stuck at the back of my throat. Terrible. Right, map. Alright, so UI Game Center. And UI Start. So UI Start's constant, it's on every screen, because it's the next button. And there's UI Back as well, but UI Game Center is the one that seems to be getting screwed up. So, wow, I'm gonna have to kind of work out how I do this stuff now. So, boss. References to bosses that aren't... It's dead. It's dead. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, so if the level selected is playing or select appear playing, so that's when you click it basically. It sets start on the Game Center button. So what would hide the Game Center button? Because clearly clicking the start button is hiding it, so untouched UI start. Okay, so untouched UI start, that's pretty general. Where even is that? Untouched UI start. If it's playing, that's probably fixed that bug. I mean, I really shouldn't have said it like that because that's being far too cocky, but it should have done. Like, that's what I was thinking would be a way of fixing whatever was wrong. Fuck. It didn't. Clicking. Why would clicking make an effect? So on start, on touch start, if UI start is playing, set it to invisible. If I get rid of that altogether, then it should never go away. Probably. Okay, well that's predictable. It's doing that is definitely the thing that's. So what animation plays? What is animation start? Oh, well, yeah, it's press that I. Yeah, I'm looking for animation press, not animation start. Why is this list so long? Right, okay. So if I... Oh, come on. That means I've got to go down to the bottom and then move it back up to the top. Did I go past it? I did, didn't I? Did I? Maybe? No. No? Yes? Maybe? Right, there it is. Fuck. Okay. Right, so it's not UI start that I care about, it's UI press. So UI press. We'll set that to invisible, that doesn't need to exist, and this will affix the bug. We hope. Right. Oh. Well, it fixed the bug, but there's more. Ah, awesome. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to go. Something has come up. Good stuff though. So, yeah, I'll be awesome. I won't be awesome. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. Something good just happened though. So yeah, cool. To do with the game. So maybe something will be shown soon. So, yeah, Jess, Game Lab. Yeah, it's very Game Boy. I'll give you a quick run through just before I vanish. I'll run you from the loader. In fact, it's always good for me to test this stuff before we go. Anyway, yeah, it's a Construct 2 game. Very, very Game Boy in style. Very, very Castlevania, which is the reason I'm streaming tonight because. It's Castlevania's birthday. I think it's 30 years old, maybe? FLSlearn.com? No, I'm not. Sorry. It took me way too long to realise what that said. I was like, Eiffelslearn? Terrible. Yeah, it's got a bunch of levels. Let's play the original. Good old original. Different characters. Oh, awesome. That's cool. I could always learn some more myself. And yeah, my little Castlevania homage. I think Castlevania is 30 years old today. Because I know it came out, the original came out on the Famicom Disk System a year after I was born. And yeah, today's its birthday. It's a day before the birthday of this game, which is 2 years old as of tomorrow. I should do something special for it, because it is my first indie game. What I wanted to do was release the new version, but it's not ready, so I'm really, really gutted about that. But yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I will definitely check that link. Thanks. I'd usually click the link, but I'm in the middle of the game. Yeah, that's awesome. I'll check it out and I'll tweet about it if it's up to snuff. But yeah, this is my my little Castlevania homage. Product support. Recasting method chat. Okay, cool. It's basically an infinite runner, yeah, like with a few extra mechanics over the top. So one of the main things that's different to an infinite runner is the score isn't purely based on your distance. It's it's your wow. Okay, this is getting a bit crazy. It's basically your distance multiplied by the amount of candles you've hit, and then the multiplier at the end is multiplied by, sorry, the percentage at the end is the accuracy you've managed to hit those candles. And obviously the speed increases over time. In this game, you can slow the speed down so that you can continue to survive and be a bit more accurate with your candles, whipping candles rather. And the way to do that in most levels is run through some grass or like some snow, or in this level it's run along like some cogs that go in the opposite way to the way you're running. There's also a couple of hazards like hitting crates that'll end your run, falling in lava will do the same, and hitting these fireballs will just increase your speed, but running across those cogs will lower it down, so you can kind of get in this situation where you're going fast, slow, but your overall speed's kind of staying the same. And there's these foreground things that kind of mess you up as well, like, just because it adds extra noise to the screen. This is the last level, so there's a lot going on at once. It's quite hard to sort of explain while playing it. But yeah, quite a simple game, but there is some extra like hidden depth in there as well, so I'm quite happy with it. This is my first indie project. In my real job, I make real job. in my day job, I make games for a living. Yeah, I used to work at Ubisoft. Now I work at Foundry 42. So I work on Star Citizen, and I used to work on Far Cry and Watch Dogs. I'm wearing the hoodie, in fact. Yeah, I used to do stuff, other AAA stuff, worked on Crackdown, stuff like that. So yeah, I've been doing a bunch of different things, but this is my first indie project. It's my first time making pixel art, anyway, I've never done that before. Yeah, it's cool. And Construct was the reason I did it. It seemed like a fairly straightforward engine to learn. And yeah, it gave me the option to make stuff on my own that I'd never thought of doing it before. So something in my eye. But yeah, it's Construct's great. Even if maybe when you came in earlier I was what did it take to get a job at one of those places? No luck. No, that's terrible. I had a fairly decent portfolio because I used to, back in the 90s, there wasn't really much in the way of indie games. It was mainly mods, so you had stuff like Half-Life, like Counter-Strike and stuff like that, and Action Half-Life. Yeah, they were just mods, and that was kind of where people made stuff. And yeah, basically I went that kind of route, started making like levels and stuff for mods, and that basically was my portfolio, and that was what I used to get a job from that point on. Giving a shit about games helps too. You working on your bachelor's science? Yeah, I didn't go the education route, and it's a totally valid route. It's just not the route I took. I just made stuff, and that was enough. But I think there has to be a bit more luck involved if you do that, because you need to find the right job, the right people, and all that kind of stuff. So, and then once you're in, you're kind of in. I think. Education's a big factor for some people. It wasn't for me. I didn't do any. I'm basically a dropout. So. I didn't go to university. I did drop out of college twice. Yeah, first college I went to completely failed, so I dropped out. Like, I was failing, so I dropped out. And second college I went to, I didn't do that great either. I think I passed some subjects. I think I passed like law, psychology, or something. But like, yeah, it wasn't for me. Like all that time when I was doing that sort of stuff, I was you know, making making mods in my spare time. So. Yeah, that was how I got in. I worked on a mod called The Opera. You might have heard of it, you probably haven't. It was for Half-Life, and I was working on a version for Unreal Tournament 2003. And later I was working on a version for Source when Half-Life 2 had come out. And it didn't see a release. We had some like internal releases, but we didn't release a final version or anything. What's this? An hour with GMS. That's Game Maker Studio, right? I've got that, I just haven't tried it. It's actually made in, they make it in the city that I used to work in, Dundee, when I worked on Crackdown 2. It was made like not too far from there. What's this? First time touching it, switched colleges 4 times from being Full Sail University. Game design tomorrow. Oh, okay. I see Full Sail advertised on like podcasts and things, like, you know, games podcasts. They say, why do you want to design video games? You know, something like how easy it is. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends. Like around the same time I started in the industry, I worked with a guy who'd gone in kind of liking mods but not working on them so much, and he went through university, and you know, we've both been working on stuff. Like he's worked on Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite rather, and he's currently working on Dishonored 2. So like, you know, like he went the education route. It's totally a viable option. In fact, almost everyone I know who's worked at Rockstar, they all went in through education. Like I know quite a lot of people who've worked at Rockstar and they all went the education route. So it's totally viable. The way I went in isn't the only way. There's loads of ways of doing it. And yeah, it's expensive. Like the way I went in wasn't expensive, but it's risky. Like learning all this stuff on your own, like it takes a certain mind, I guess, like to want to do it yourself rather than have a structured academic method. And I can't do the academic method, it just doesn't work for me. I need to do things myself at my own pace and in my own interest level, I guess. I need to care about the work in my own way. I guess it just depends on how you want to work, and obviously there are some advantages to doing the education route. Like internally within the industry, you're a little bit more respected, I think, if you go the education route, because within academia there's reason to keep academia going, right? So you want to... I'm going to start something political now. I'm not going to, but I'm not going to go down that route. But yeah, it makes sense. Like, obviously, you want to have. Yeah, no, I'm not going to touch that subject. But yeah, it makes sense, and they're all totally viable options. Like going in, like, to be honest, these days, I'm surprised anyone actually wants to work on AAA stuff. Because if you're going to university and you're doing like game maker stuff, or you're working in Construct, like at this point you're making a whole game on your own, or with a small team of people. Like, why aren't you just selling that game? Like, or, you know, trying to make some kind of money, or getting together with some more people and making a bigger game? Like, these days that's what I'd do. I wouldn't go the route I've gone now. It's awesome to like have, like, I linked to it yesterday. I'm gonna find it again. Give me 1 second. So I did this little It was this little interview I did with Mark Brown. And I say at the bottom of it, like, it's towards the bottom of that interview, I wouldn't quit my day job because having people to bounce stuff, like, ideas off is kind of, well, it's pretty important. You like learn new things, like, from some people, but if you're already in a group of people and you're doing something independent, you're already in that situation, so I don't know. This is probably not good advice. Don't listen to me. But that's what I do. Like, if I was to do all this again, I would just go independent and try and make something. If you fail, yeah, like, yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, don't listen to me. Terrible advice. Don't listen to me. Right. Sorry, I should appreciate saying for ranting at myself. So there's a few other things that go in the education route will open up doors for you. You can go into different fields, and that might not be what you want initially, but you say you work in banking for a little while, make a bunch of money, use that to bankroll a game and make your own independent thing. I mean, that's kind of go back into what I was saying don't do, but like, yeah, like, yeah, you could go that route. And yeah, the other thing is, getting into other countries becomes significantly easier if you have a degree. I've had problems. Obviously, I worked in Canada for a while, but I've had to not turn down jobs. I've not been able to get jobs, should I say, in America because of a lack of a degree, and like you just fail. You fall at the first hurdle, basically. Yeah, I mean the indie way. If you can find a way of making enough money to get by, and I'm doing this right now as a hobby, right? Sorry, I'm just going to mute this so I can actually talk properly. I'm doing this as a hobby right now, like, because I've got my full-time job. If there was a way of me doing this and getting paid for it, and not doing a full-time job thing, I would probably take that. I mean, that's obviously saying like I would, you know, I'd quit or whatever. But I mean, time's important, you know, and like I'm spending all of my, like, basically, well, not all of my time. That's a lie. I'm spending about 50% of my leisure time making games. Leave America. If you're in America, that's fine. The reason I mention that is just because America pays the best, like in the industry. Like if you want to, especially as a designer like myself, America pays better than anywhere else. That's why I've looked at it in the past. Not to say I'm like always after the money or whatever, but it's a factor, you know. And you get to work on bigger projects. And because my career has always been like, I've mainly made open world games, which are kind of large games, and almost every game's an open world game now. So I've got a kind of niche that I've been trying to stay in somewhat. I've worked on a few weird things, like I worked on Star Wars Connect, which is a bit weird, but yeah. Where was I even going with that now? I'm lost. But yeah, the indie thing. If you know some good people and you're working on something that you like, you should probably, and you're doing that through uni, you should probably make that a real thing and go that route, maybe. Because to give all that up, to then start at the bottom at a company, doing someone else, like, in their throne, like, doing their bidding, like, I don't know. If you got the option, take the one that's exciting. I don't know, like, making your ideas and your peers' ideas a reality is a lot more satisfying than getting a bigger paycheck and making someone else's dreams come true. I think, personally, like, and I mean, I say that as somebody who's done that their entire career. But yeah. Do I do any of the art in this game? I've done everything in this game. Like, where is it? There we go. Yeah, in this game, yeah, I've done everything. But obviously in AAA games, no, I didn't do the art. Well, I positioned the art, but yeah. Hi. Yeah, I'm just. I was meant to be going, but I got talking and ranting and stuff. But yeah, I do all the art for this game. It's my first time doing pixel art. I'm learning really. Did I just finish a task then? I'm sort of lost. Oh yeah, I was fixing that menu speed bug, wasn't I? Did I fix it? No. There were problems with it. What was it I needed to look at? Where was it? Quote menu. So I set if press is playing, set it invisible. Press is playing and make that an or start is playing. That's going to do the same thing it was doing before. Logic problem. Wait, so I press, and yeah, if you want to find any of my other stuff, my website's down here. It's got all my other stuff on there, and I blog not as often as I should. At the moment, it's just kind of maintenance, saying like I'm working on this game still, or I'm working on my website still, because the website's still a bit like you'll go on a page, like if you go to the page about Watch Dogs, it's quite far along. Like it explains a lot of what I did on Watch Dogs, and you click on like Far Cry 4, there's nothing. There's like it says. I think there's two videos of levels that I made, and that no explanation. And yeah, I started off with a Game Boy palette, so I didn't have to learn massive amounts of pixel art. Like, and it's something I'm passionate about as well. I fucking love the Game Boy, and I love Castlevania. I love Zelda. I love Mario Land. Like all these things, I could use them as references, and I could kind of learn how to make all this stuff. Yeah, so this bug. Yeah. I feel like I've said loads of things today that I shouldn't have. like, yeah, terrible. I should be gagged. So this should only vanish if I'm not on the first page. Yeah, I should be detecting what page it is, not. So set that to visible if start is playing. What did I do here? So set to invisible if I click that and press is playing. Wait, if I touch start and the UI start is what? I don't think that's right. I'm confusing myself here. But yeah, like, I mean, I started out wanting to make... To be honest, I started out wanting to make the game that I was working on, the mod I was working on before. I'm just going to bring up a video of it. Bearing in mind, this is quite old. Where's the trailer? There's definitely a trailer somewhere. I know because I uploaded it. This one. Yeah, my old YouTube account uploaded it. Wow. Oops. Yeah. You can tell actually that this was recorded on a VHS, which is kind of cute. Skip through a little bit. Wow, the quality is really hard to see anything. But yeah, basically I started the games industry wanting to make this a real thing. Like, because obviously I was working on it as a mod. I was working on it like for Half-Life, but I was hoping that I would get a chance to make this a real thing. This was all I cared about. Like, I just wanted to make this game a reality. Like having a gun in each hand, like having like diving around, rolling, and like having you know, perks and all this kind of thing. As we used to call them disciplines, these days it's called perks, but we really wanted to make this well, I wanted to make this a reality, but however, yeah, like yeah, like, I mean, it is very different to what I'm doing now. But like, the thing is, this was what? I think I put a year. Is there a year in it? It says like what year it was. Yeah, so I guess this was like 1999. And yeah, I remember when Guns came out, and we were like, like that's yeah, they've made a more accessible version of something that we're doing. And then Call of Duty came along and was doing all this stuff, and we were like, alright, fuck it. Like, a bigger company's done all this shit. But at the time, like, this is all I cared about, and I was working on... I was at Midway, and I was working on a game called Wheelman, which you may or may not have heard of. It had Vin Diesel in it. And yeah, basically... There's another teaser for the opera here. Oh, wow. That's CG. Yeah, like, so I was working on Wheelman at the time, so it was like kind of like, that was my job. I was working on an open world game. It was like kind of like a, I guess, a teen version of GTA or something, like Dum Dum GTA. It was alright. It was like a 7 out of 10 game. And then from there I worked on Crackdown 2, so I was kind of going down a different route to what I was planning on doing. Like, I was planning on doing this. Like, this was what I cared about. I wanted to make this, like, you know, Hong Kong blood opera, like, Quake style, like, well, not Quake style, but, you know, that kind of old school, like, shooter. Like, but I was making all these open world games, and then after Crackdown I got to work on a couple of other things. I worked on Rise, back when it used to be a first-person shooter, and I worked on Star Wars Connect. And then I got the chance to run a new Streets of Rage game, and that unfortunately didn't pan out. There's videos of that on the internet if you ever want to find them. But yeah, all the time I wanted to make this, and as things went on, it became, this was my job, and it was more about getting better at my job rather than doing what I wanted to do. And yeah, this was what I wanted to do. It's weird to look at this stuff. I'm super nostalgic. 2000, amazing. 16 years ago. It's fucking crazy. Wow, old. I think you can see a bit of the Half-Life 2 version that I was working on as well. Didn't get very far. Like, you see the gun's broken. That gun's got 2 arms on it as well. Yeah, this was like texture stuff I was doing at the time, actually. But yeah, it's kind of interesting looking back at this stuff. But yeah, the point is, like, I had like an idea of what I wanted to do, and I ended up going in a different direction. Like, now I'm actually working on some first-person stuff finally, on Star Citizen. Like, so that's really cool. I'm working on first-person stuff at last. Like, oh no, the Streets of Rage 3D thing wasn't Dreamcast. I was working on one for Xbox 360. I'll find it. If I can type. There it is. There's me. Hey, me. I can do that face again. Right. Yeah, skip ahead. I don't know if you've seen this or not. Like, yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, 2012. So yeah, basically when I was working on this, the game got cancelled. and after it got cancelled, I moved to Montreal and worked on Watch Dogs. That game there. And then after that, after Watch Dogs, I finally got to work on a first-person game that actually came out, which was Far Cry, and I worked on 2 Far Cry games. I worked on Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal. Then they came back to the UK, and now I'm working on Star Citizen, and I'm doing first-person stuff in that, which is great, because now I'm actually doing what I wanted to do. It's not Hong Kong, and it's not it's not crazy diving and rolling and stuff, but yeah, it's more what I wanted to do, and this stuff is just this is what I can do, and this kind of comes back to like the reason I brought that other stuff up. Like, I started off with something I wanted to do, went in a totally different direction, and ended up back towards what I wanted to do. And now in my own time, I'm doing stuff I can do, but the idea is to come back around again in the same way that my other career went. And yeah, basically, I want to be making that original game. That's my overall plan. It didn't come out. Streets of Rage got cancelled. That's why I left the UK. It killed me losing that game. I was gutted. But yeah, it was meant to come out in late 2012, early 2013. It didn't. Yeah, that was my life for that time. It sucked losing that. As you can find out if you watch that video, I'm almost pathetic when I'm talking about it. Yeah, that wasn't nice losing that. Don't be jealous, just do it. Yeah, I have looked at Game Maker a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if... See, the thing is, I know Construct a fair bit now, and I can make stuff quite quick. If I start Game Maker now, I've got to do the year or so of learning to get to the stage that I'm at with Construct, but I know that Construct's got limitations, and it's just... like, and when I say I know it's got limitations, it's mainly like if I want to port a game to the iPhone or to the... I can't talk about that actually. If I want to put a game to the iPhone, I have some problems because it doesn't run well. There's some issue. Like, there's a load of problems with the iPhone. Like, the fact that this is coming out on iPhone is a miracle, really. I mean, I would say this is pixel perfect, to be honest. I think you can get Construct to look pixel perfect like this. There's no breaking of the grid. I'm not using any... Okay, right, yeah, so the cameras, there are some problems, but because my game's basically on a fixed camera, it doesn't matter. But I do know what you mean. I do know what you mean with the camera jitter. I'm not going to launch it now because I know I need to plug a controller in. I don't have a controller nearby. But I've got this game that was like kind of... just a normal side-scroller, like kind of like I was trying to make a cute version of Doom, a side-scrolling version of Doom, and yeah, the camera just, I could not get it looking good. I could move it to a point smoothly, and then as soon as it moved, like, yeah. And yeah, like Construct is such a good game jam engine because it exports to HTML5 better than anything else that I've used personally. And if you're at a game jam, like, there's usually a lot of other people jamming, and it's quite hard to get other people to play your games. If you've got that thing running in a browser, there's the barrier of entry is so low, like, anyone will play your game. And yeah, I'll check your links as well. I've got them saved, so yeah, I'll definitely check that. But yeah, that was a kind of long rant. But in short, if I can do it, anyone can. Seriously. Yeah. I can't work out what I'm meant to do with this bug. So if I touch start and press, and start is playing. It's not playing? Maybe? Yeah, I think it's this way around. This should work. Maybe. We'll see. Like, actually, I will show you what I was working on, and it's I'll show you, like, when I was saying, like, the whole, like, I started wanting to make the opera. I eventually got around to making something like the opera professionally. Now, independently, I'm working on something I can make. I'm trying to work out to get to the point of something that I want to make, and I'll show you the thing that I was making that I'm not quite at the stage of being able to make. It's only a quick vine, but this is, yeah. So it's this thing. So this is a game I was working on. I don't know if you can hear the sound or not. Yeah, so this is what I was working on as the thing that I wanted to make. But I'm not ready to make it yet. Yeah, it's just, basically I want to make a hardcore shooter in a 3D environment using old school visuals and, yeah, that kind of stuff. Right. Okay. So that's what I want to loop around to. So that's the future, that as I see it. But I'm not ready to work on that yet. And that was in Unreal 4, as the thing says. Yeah, I'm totally going to check those links. I just I've got to get this bug finished because I realise I've not been fixing it at all because I've just been ranting. Rant. Okay, so that's... So if I click next, it's meant to hide that. So if I... So, yeah. If I... If there's ever kids watching this, I should really tone my language down. Like, I'm awful. Quite the potty mouth. Right, so I know what the problem is now. I just need to set this to invisible once I've hit start, and I don't even think I need that line, but if the menu state is level, I hit start. That should be all I need to do. I'm pretty sure that's all I need to do. Yeah, that was made in Unreal 4. Beam.pro. I think I've actually got my Yeah, I think I've actually got a delay on my stream anyway in my OBS settings. Yeah, so the problem I was having was no, that was me. It's fine. So that's disappearing like it should, but so if I latency is 14 seconds. Okay, I've got an extra bit of latency that's happening through OBS, which I don't really need. I don't know why I've got it there at all. I should just get rid of it. Yeah, so the thing is, when I click a level really fast, that goes away, and that shouldn't happen. Yeah, the thing about that is, like, I mean, I'm using Twitch because it's a platform that I'm comfortable with using. I mean, I could try something else. Obviously it sounds bad just to, like, I've got something that works. Don't want to change it, but yeah. I don't know why I'm drawing the blank. I'm trying to work this out. Like, so starts playing. So if I touch start, oh, that needs to be there. That's why. Or not. I think basically I need to just make that invisible when the menu state is different. So if menu state is not level, I think that will work. It's not a conventional way of doing it, I don't think, but that will work. Yeah, it's. I guess it's just because I like. I quite like Twitch because as soon as I finish streaming, I sometimes watch someone else's, and it's in the same window. I mean, it's lazy, but it's just what I'm used to, I guess. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. This must be really easy. What am I doing wrong, idiot? Yeah, I'm a professional. Obviously. If animation start is playing. If animation start is playing. It's not playing. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? That should be right. So it starts not playing. Oh, that needs to be after that. So I think that will work. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I think I had a Justin TV account actually. I think I've done it. Yeah, fixed the bug. Good, good. Excellent. Yeah, I fixed it. Excellent. Right, so which one was that? Menu speed bug. So if I just check my task list, true polish. So what have I got left to do tomorrow? Level 4. Wow, okay. This is looking really, really, really good. I'm down to, well, basically, I'm going to list the level 4 issues I've got. So, faces, and heat wiggle. Is that one? Yeah. Is that it? That's it? Wow, okay. That should have updated on the stream. I think, yeah. It's updated for me anyway. Yeah. Oh, I didn't check the option screen, see if that fixes anything. So if I click that, does that hide it? How about that? I need to do some more work on this actually. Was that? Restart presentation. No, I thought that was sort of the secret task I had left to do was. Okay, this has been quite a productive day, even if there were problems. Yeah, so what's going on here? Concept 2, visual code. Yes, it is. Sometimes you can move blocks and you can kind of... The one thing I sometimes paint myself into a corner with is copy-paste, like, I'm not confident in what I'm going to do, so I copy-paste it twice and I disable the second paste. And then it starts working and I go, oh, that's great, and I find something else and I move on to that, and then I come back to this like 2 weeks later, I'm like, what is all of this disabled code for? It's just... sorry, commented code. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I use Twitch just because it's I guess it's the popular one, and it's one that I use myself. Like when I'm watching stuff, I like to watch stuff on Twitch. It seems like there's a lot of good quality streams, you know, like high bit rate and good frame rate and all that kind of stuff. I've not even bothered trying YouTube streaming stuff out. I think it was because you couldn't. This is gonna sound stupid, but you couldn't get a good name on there. It was attached to a Google Plus account. My Google Plus name is terrible. It's like Sean Noonan _ dev or some. I don't know. It's horrible anyway. And that was the reason I didn't do it. Am I implementing different languages? I was going to. I was going to be supporting. What was it? Well, French is quite easy because obviously living in Montreal, I met a lot of French people, or at least Quebecois, and yeah, like so I've got loads of people to translate it in French, like, and they'll do it for a credit, I guess, like not for free, like, you know, that's a form of payment, right? Seeing your name in the lights. Well, not eFigs because I can only basically cover French. Well, English. Get that one for free. English, French. I don't know any Italians. I know some Germans. Yeah, I know a couple of I could probably get it translated into German. So English, French, German, and Japanese. I've got a friend who was actually quite excited to do a Japanese translation for me. Like, it would be cool. And I haven't spoken to him in a while. It'd be a good excuse to speak again, I guess. And I really, really, really want to make the title screen in Japanese. You know, like with the what is it, katakana, like full title. I think that would be amazing. That would feel amazing. Like, yeah, I would be so happy doing that. Like, yeah. So yeah, English, French, German, Japanese. I think there's somebody on TIG Source who said that they'd be interested in translating anything into Korean. Like, just any excuse to translate something into Korean. My problem is with stuff like Japanese and Korean is, look how few pixels I've got to work with. Like, if you look at my font, like, that's not a lot. Like, and yeah, so yeah, there's not much there. But I would love to make this logo in Japanese. It would be so fun. I would, yeah, that would be great. Like, I get excited just thinking about that. Like, just because I remember like when I was younger, I didn't like have like a great amount of money to play games or anything. So like my next door neighbor used to import his games from Japan, and I used to just borrow those. So I had like one of those, you know, like the cartridge you put in the SNES, and then you put the Japanese or American game on top, and you put the English one on the back, so that it would kind of trick it into working. The first time I ever finished Super Mario World was in Japanese. So I used to see a lot of, like, you know, Japanese, like, you know, characters and title screens and stuff, and like especially the manuals and things. I didn't know what any of it said, but I used to love looking at it, like, because yeah, they care about games over there. Yeah, they still do. But yeah, okay. I've just realised I've run way over what I was planning on doing tonight. About an hour. I think I've ranted a lot. I think, despite my weird, grim talking about, yeah, like there's a bit towards the start of the stream where I talk about some really depressing stuff. It's very sad stuff, but it's, yeah. I wasn't going to put this up, but I'm going to anyway. Yeah. Why not? Why not? There's some positive stuff in here overall, so that's fine. And really, really ranty, rambly shit, so this will be fun to watch when I'm not so tired. I can watch back and see how rambly I am when I've not had much sleep. Okay, so yeah. Fixed a load of bugs tonight. Proof there. Stuff's getting fixed, and I absolutely love that I managed to put Heat Wibble on my list. Yeah, so the current list is down to 3 tasks tomorrow, 4 tasks for Wednesday and 4 tasks for Thursday, and that will be everything. I don't think I'm going to get that done, but I'd like to try, because that would mean I'm going away this weekend, but the idea is to get these tasks done so that next week I can get this version sent out to people. I can get some feedback on the game, get some of the levels balanced for people who didn't play the game every day like I do, and get a trailer, get materials ready for a trailer, get the website ready, and then maybe in 2 weeks after that, 2 weeks following, get the game released, and then move on with my life. maybe. But yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe or whatever. Like, if you want to come back and talk whatever, or like, in fact, my details are all on my website, so like you can just contact me there or something if you want to talk more, and I'll be sure to check out your links as well. But like I said about half an hour ago, something good's happened about this game, so I need to kind of follow up on that right now, and get my Wii set up, because I've got a friend who's playing his and I want to kind of, yeah, anyway, I might be streaming some like Wii stuff in the next day or two as well, so anyway, yes, thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone. And yeah, maybe I'll do that one day, maybe. See ya.